Mason, there's been a lot of guys who have not played for quite a while this year, a quarterback who've come in and gotten back in gear pretty quickly. Locke and Browning, Flacco. How confident are you that you can step in at a high rate and perform quickly without much practice, game experience under your belt recently?
Yeah. I mean, I think you can never replicate game reps. You know, I understand that, but I think the way I try to prepare myself each week, the practice reps, stuff afterwards, stuff before, taking care of my body. I think I try to give myself the best cut down on the learning curve, sort of getting back into the flow like today. Felt good, and I think I know how to play football, and I think I'll be fine.
That prep can be challenging when on the Sundays when you're the three and know that like certain extraordinary events have to happen to get in the game.
Yeah, the statistics say that it's probably not going to happen. I mean, the rule change obviously due to the NFC Championship game last year when it did happen, so it's possible, but probably not probable.
But I mean, is it challenging? Like, has it been challenging preparing, knowing that like it's odds are kind of crazy?
Yeah, I think. Well, I think yes. I mean, I sort of have gone into it knowing I'm probably not going to play today, but if there's an injury, I know that the very next week then I bump up, and so I want to get it. I don't want to like shock my system like, oh gosh, now I'm the backup and I haven't been watching film or I haven't been going through a normal routine. So I try to stay in that rhythm so that it's not a frenzy if you get the call.
Mason, you had an opportunity back in 2019. Just how do you feel like you're a better or different quarterback now than you were back then?
Yeah, I think experience and reps and years of film and years of learning. I think you're always trying to grow and develop, and I think Mike Sullivan, having him for my third season now, and being in the room with a guy who's done it at a high level for a long time, and learning everything I can about just the game of football. And I think when I go out there, I'm a bit more relaxed and calm, understand the game. I think it's cliche, but I think it has slowed down, and you gain confidence from every practice rep.
Mason, on Monday, Coach Tomlin talked about this opportunity as a mode to help the offense along with scoring points. Do you view any kind of pressure with a situation like this, given the situation the team's currently in?
Say that again. It was
I'm sorry.
loud.
On Monday, Coach Tomlin talked about the need to score points and how scoring 12, 14, 16 points this time of year doesn't cut it.
Yeah.
Do you view any type of pressure within this situation, given the necessity to have to score more points?
No, I don't feel any pressure. I mean, I think we feel a sense of urgency. I mean, Coach Tomlin's challenged the whole offense, the passing game to make improvements, and the offense as a whole to score more points. So that's falls heavily upon the quarterback to be the catalyst for that. So we're all working in that direction. We want to score points. I want to get the ball to the playmakers that we have and move the chains.
Mason, when we talked with Deontay earlier today, he said that you have a lot of grit. How do you feel like, since you've gotten here, has kind of helped you maybe develop that grit, kind of weathering all of the roller coaster of your career in Pittsburgh?
I think the weather here in Pittsburgh develops grit pretty easily. So being from the South, and maybe that's what he's talking about. But I don't know. I think, I think all those things. I mean, honestly, the weather toughens you up. I think just this city and the standard of Steelers who are tough, and I think it's just it's experience and it's years under your belt, and I've got a lot of reps with Tay and enjoy throwing him the ball, and I enjoy working with him. He's a good dude, and so we're gonna try to keep that rolling.
Did you get mentally strong? Do you feel like you got mentally stronger because of kind of the roller coaster that you've been on since you've gotten here?
Yeah, I think God uses adversity in everyone's life to harden us, and I think we've all had adversity, no matter if you're in the media or you're play football. But I think I've had a fair share, and I think it's made me better, and it's it's made me a better person, and I think about some of the things that happened in 19, and it was quite a lot, but I'm grateful for that. I think it's made me a better man and a better leader, and it makes you more battle tested.
Mason, do you think your teammates have appreciate how you've handled this, and what have they been saying to you over the last 24 hours?
Yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of good relationships with the guys in the locker room. I think anytime you're here, as long as I've been here, you better have some, or you're probably not a good dude. Guys are excited for me, and I'm excited to go out there, and I think as the third string quarterback, you feel like you're sort of, are you really earning your paycheck week to week, and so I get to finally earn it this week, and put my hand in the pile and go, fight for a victory together.
Mason, when Mike was asked about Browning and his success and some of the other guys around the league that have come in, first thing you went to was take care of the football. How important is that for you, and especially when you come in this kind of role?
Yeah, I think it's very important. I think you want to obviously move the chains and score points, but let's not take let's not be foolish with the football, and let's find find the open guy, take what the defense gives you, check the ball down when you need to, and don't try to be the hero. And I think when you think like that, I think you don't put too much pressure on yourself, and you end up playing smooth and getting into a rhythm.
Is that hard to do? I mean, you wait a long time to get an opportunity, and then you kind of have to think like, okay, but you have to still play within yourself.
You do. I think, I'm not gonna be hucking it as far as I can on the first play. It's gonna be you take shots when the defense allows, and each play take one play at a time.
Mike did leave open the door for maybe Kenny coming back. Does that affect your preparation at all? I remember 2 years ago you practiced all week leading up to LA, then all of a sudden at the last minute it turned against you.
Yes. No, I think, Kenny, that's out of my control. I'm going to take the reps that I was given today and do the best with it. And, you're going to talk to Coach T from the final, but as far as I know, I'm playing, and that's the way I'm treating it. And, I'm going to maximize each day of practice, each rep, and get back into the flow with the guys and get a rhythm going. And I think I've got it, but anytime you're out of it for 2 or 3 months, since I guess training camp, it takes a bit.
How do you accelerate the reps you haven't gotten to this point in practice? Is there a way you can do it?
I think, like I said, I think I've stayed sharp to this point this season, trying to get each and every throw I can and simulate throws in the game plan each week, run checks, et cetera. So, I'm not going to try to make up for lost time. I'm focusing on each day and each rep, and that's all you can do.
Mason, for you personally, what's your biggest focus coming into this week?
Winning at all costs. And I know I don't have the crystal ball and the statistics on the percentage chances of making the playoffs, but I know we still have a chance. And winning each of these next 3 weeks is the only way we're going to get into the playoffs, the tournament, whatever you want to call it. So, winning.
Mason, I'm sure you're singularly focused on this week, but if you're being honest, have you taken a moment to think about what this opportunity means for the trajectory of your career and where things could go?
Yeah, I mean, I just, I think I've smiled a few times today because it's been a while since I've taken the reps in the walkthrough and been the guy, and so thankful to God for giving me this opportunity, and just a lot of gratitude for Mike Tomlin keeping me around, Omar Khan keeping me around, and so you got the opportunity now. You go and make use of it to the best of your ability.
What do you hope that you show not only the Steelers but also the NFL after this game?
I'm not worried about showing the NFL anything. I'm worried about winning the game this week.
Remember, you worked pretty hard coming out of 18 and 19, especially after the coordinator change, when there was talk of more pocket movement and quarterback mobility. You've worked that aspect in your game. Have you been able to keep that up, not playing as much, and do you feel that your footwork progress that you made previously is still sharp?
Yeah, I think talking about pocket movement,
Pocket
inside the
movement,
pocket.
you need to go.
Yeah, I think I have worked on that. I mean, it's once again, it's taking care of your body and the little things in the weight room and range of motion, flexibility. Just working on that a little bit. So yeah, I feel like I'm not going to run circles around anybody, but I'm going to move the chains on occasion and extend a play if I have to.
Mason, Deontay talked about how he's looked to you, but there are guys on this team that are in your position, in other positions, they're, where they're at on the depth chart, whatever. Do you feel a responsibility to maybe show your teammates that are in those positions, like this is, you might not be playing, but you've got to approach this a certain way?
Yeah, I mean, I think, I think everyone's situation is different. I think, but I think it's, if it is in some way inspirational, to someone, and it's only gonna be inspirational if we win, right? So, I think we got a lot of good guys, a lot of great guys on this team on both sides of the ball. A lot of guys on defense right now that are stepping up to the plate and playing good when they've been called upon. And Coach T just talks about, working while he's asking us to be patient, waiting for your opportunity. So
Mason, you said you smiled a couple times today. I mean,
I did.
I know this season, the last 3 weeks hasn't maybe gone great for this team, but how much fun is it for you to come into the building and get to be the #1 guy again because it's been so long? I mean, do you have the sense to be like, this is fun?
Yeah, I mean, it's by no means is it all about me. We need to win, and we want to get into the playoffs and extend our season. So that's first and foremost. But absolutely, there's been joy and gratitude, and thankful to be back in the fold and just to go practice with the guys I love in the locker room and have fun.
You've been around the receivers, but you haven't been in this role. How do you earn their trust or build that relationship here over the next few days?
I think the relationships are built. I think you can ask. I think you could ask them that, but it's just about timing. I think it's more timing than relationships. I'm quite close with most all the receivers, and I try to steal every rep I can in training camp to prepare yourself for something like this week. So it's just this is for execution each day of practice, not for building relationships. But I understand the question.
Anything else?
Are you ready for all the Christmas Rudolph puns that are inevitably going to happen this weekend?
Possibly. It's been a while, probably middle school since that's come back into the fold. So we'll see. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.